I've seen the greatest minds of my generation destroyed by the pursuit of love. Smart women, curious women, women who read, who debate politics, who have various interests. And yet somehow, every conversation seemed to circle back to the same thing. A crush, a failed situationship, the next.
How does it happen that four such smart women have nothing to talk about but boyfriends?
And I started to wonder why. Why does romantic love take up so much psychic real estate in women's lives than in men's? Well, we were raised on a totally different playbook. Little girls grew up on a very specific story. The princess waiting to be chosen, the girl who gets the 365 letters, the grand gesture, the rain-soaked confession. We're taught to want this grand love, sold to us since childhood as the goal, the purpose, the whole point, and falsely advertised with a fabricated version of men who only exist on screen. I mean, this guy, this one, or this other guy, he's not real. None of them are. They're this fantasy of being seen completely and instantly by this man who's willing to do whatever it takes to be with you. We've been programmed to yearn for this. A man bewitched,
body and soul,
an all-consuming, life-altering love.
No.
It's no use, Joe.
Please
Joe,
don't.
we've got to have it out.
No.
I have loved you ever since I've known you, Joe. I couldn't help it.
But ask yourself, do you really think a man who relates to Patrick Bateman and wants to be Jordan Belfort is sitting around waiting for that kind of love?
I kind of embody the character of Patrick Bateman from American Psycho, which I really related to when I saw the movie.
These characters have one thing in common: power, money, and women who function less like partners, but more like trophies. So here's the split. One fantasy is about being chosen, and the other one is about becoming someone. One is passive, and the other is active. Bell Hooks wrote about this in The Will to Change. Boys are taught to sever themselves from emotional life in service of ambition.
I'd rather just, break it off clean. I want to be one of the greats.
And I would stop you from doing that.
Yeah.
While girls are taught the opposite, that emotional life, specifically romantic life, is the ambition. And at one point, that wasn't irrational. In The Second Sex, Simone de Beauvoir argues that women have historically existed as the other, defined in relation to men rather than as subjects in their own right. When your survival once depended on who chose you, of course being chosen felt like the main event. It was the main event.
That marriage isn't an economic proposition because it is.
But that's not where we are anymore. Women can be completely independent, financially, socially, however you want to measure it. So maybe it's time we started acting like it. Romantic love should enrich your life, not be the entire architecture of it. Know yourself, be a little selfish, build an identity that has nothing to do with whether or not someone's choosing you. Your value was never tied to having a partner. It just felt that way because that's the story we were told. And once you actually know yourself deeply enough that no one can shake it, deeply enough that you're not willing to shrink yourself just to be loved, then life gets better immediately. And here's the bonus, because I keep it 9 to 9 because I'd be lying sometimes. Great men do exist. Before I say anything, please don't shoot me, I'm just a messenger. Some of y'all just don't get to meet them because you're too busy settling for the American Psycho fans with unresolved trauma and zero communication skills. So keep in mind, having high standards doesn't make you a bitch. It just acts like the filter. Okay, I'm done yelling. Bye, 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 bye.
skip it up and down.